The alien spaceships appeared above the Earth for the last fire of mankind. All the spaceships on the Earth united together and made a final counterattack. In the future world, the star creatures invaded the Earth, captured human brains, and used them to drive biological armor. In just 1 year, hundreds of millions of human beings died because of this. Annie was born after being exposed to external radiation. Annie's body was mutated, and she grew 1 meter in 3 days. In order to slow down Annie's growth, humans deliver blood for her. The reason why they do this is because in a great war, they found that Annie inherited alien energy, and she could use her ability to rescue the infected soldiers on the Earth. 10 years later, Annie has grown up. Under the leadership of Annie, the alien creatures on the Earth were wiped out quickly. The aliens dispatched the strongest combat power, and the invincible ship began to attack the Earth. This spaceship can infect all human beings with just 1 blow. Therefore, human fighters unite to fight back. Annie also formed a temporary death squad under the cover of the Death Squad. Annie withstood the pressure and destroyed the alien fleet. After the war, Annie returned to her own life. 3 years later, a mysterious virus appeared on the Earth. This virus made the mild infected people gradually become violent. After learning about this, Annie chose to return to the team. A person from the military walked in. He said that more and more infected people on the Earth are violent. If things go on like this, human beings will fight the infected people sooner or later. Military research has found that the energy of the crystal nucleus on the mothership of alien creatures can heal the infected people. The infected people shouldn't be given up. The military learned that the rocket of the alien was on the dark star, which is 1 light year away from the Earth. The military assembled a group of elite teams quickly. They decided to go to the dark star where the alien creature was located to capture the crystal nucleus. Annie is very important because only she can resist the radiation of the crystal core shield. After the team prepared, they took the spaceship to the dark star soon. The pilot of the spaceship was named John, who was an infected warrior. As John started the spaceship rushed into the air. He started the preparations for the spaceship to pass through the wormhole and opened the wormhole. The spaceship came to the vicinity of the dark star in the blink of an eye. At this time, an unmanned alien spaceship crashed towards them. The speed was too fast. The spaceships could not escape and collided with each other, causing serious damage to the spaceship. John could only choose to make an emergency landing. The road to find the crystal nucleus was full of dangers. Countless human beings have been infected by alien radiation. Here is the crystal nucleus they need to treat human beings. Annie led the team out of the cabin to find the crystal nucleus, and soon the detector began to flicker, and a few people walked towards a cave. After entering the cave, they found that there were corpses of alien creatures. At this moment, an alien suddenly attacked the female team members. Everyone shot, but it was useless. 2 team members turned on the flashlights, and only then did they see the appearance of the alien creature clearly. 1 team member brought a flamethrower and then killed the monster. Immediately after, more and more aliens appeared. The team had to retreat while fighting. At this moment, Annie saw that a team member was about to be attacked. She fired a laser bomb, but the shot missed. In this way, a team member lost his voice. If this continues, everyone will die. A team member chose to sacrifice himself and detonated the electromagnetic bomb he carried with him. The instant high temperature killed all the alien creatures around. Annie and the others could only continue to search for the crystal nucleus. On the way, she found a piece of paper used by human beings. No one had arrived here before. A group of aliens started to attack again. Annie immediately led the team to hide in a bright place. The alien creatures stopped immediately and slowly disappeared over time. In times of crisis, the team members who stayed on the spaceship came to support them with drones. Under the leadership of the drone, they quickly arrived at the location of the crystal nucleus. The flashing objects are the crystal nucleus that could cure the infection. Annie immediately used her own energy to absorb the radiation from the protective cover. After a long time, the radiation was completely absorbed, and the crystal nucleus was exposed, but disappeared in the next second. At this time, Annie's eyes turned dark blue, and the red light on her body turned blue. She turned around and controlled her teammates, and then jumped down from the place where the crystal nucleus was placed. Annie was infected by radiation when digesting the crystal nucleus. On the Earth, those infected warriors had already begun to attack humans. She came to the lair of alien creatures to meet the leader of alien creatures, and the reason why Annie was infected was the fault of the leader. The alien leader was preparing to attack the Earth again. The tentacles of alien creatures were attached to Annie's head, and the expression looked very painful. The memory in her body was completely tampered. Now the most powerful warrior of mankind was reduced to a puppet of alien creatures. At the critical moment, John snatched the crystal nucleus. The alien rushed forward, but was beaten to the bum by John. The alien leader controlled Annie to shoot at John. John had the upper hand, but he couldn't attack Annie in a few rounds. Annie's moves became more and more ruthless. John smashed the weapon on Annie's arm directly. At this time, the alien leader stretched out his tentacles, knocked Annie into the air, and controlled John, seeing that John's life was in danger. Annie recovered her memory. Looking at the controlled John, Annie blasted the alien leader with energy rays. Now, the leader bewitched Annie again. Annie had already strengthened her will. She picked up the crystal core and was about to leave. The alien leader was afraid of Annie's ability and could only let her go. Annie joined several teammates, intending to withdraw from the cave. One of the team members attacked John, who was carrying the crystal core, snatched the crystal core, and blew up the only way out. At this time, several alien creatures chased up, and they became the targets of Annie to vent her anger. On the Earth, human beings are being massacred by infected people. If Annie can't bring the crystal nucleus back to the Earth in time, human beings will definitely die. Annie and the others came to the mine, where they found the sign of the alien mecha. To find the mecha, the rest of the team stayed to take care of John. As a result, a large number of alien creatures chased them. Under the support of the armor, these alien creatures were wiped out in an instant. When they thought they were safe, John behind them began to mutate. It turned out that John was also infected with virus, and Annie could only control John in the armor. Then Annie drove the battle armor and led a few people out of the cave. She found a bomb crater and immediately understood that all this was a conspiracy by a military general. The mysterious virus on the Earth was developed by the military. The infected people on the Earth turned into killing machines, and then used the crystal nucleus to wipe out the infected people. They must be admired by thousands of people and become the savior. Soon, the general drove the spaceship to launch an attack on the Dark Star with the nuclear bomb. The Dark Star began to fall apart. At this time, Annie stepped on the rock and rushed upwards. In the blink of an eye, she came to space, shot out tentacles, and grabbed the spaceship where the general was on. Then the team entered the spaceship. So did the alien leader. The general was killed by the alien leader accidentally. Annie and the others fought together with the alien leader. The spaceship was about to pass through the wormhole. A team member was thrown onto the wormhole energy and instantly turned into pieces. At the critical moment, John regained his sense and rushed to the wormhole with the alien leader in his arms. And the alien leader instantly turned to ashes when Annie saw the dangerous John. She burst out with powerful energy and saved him. Annie took the crystal nucleus and set foot on the spaceship to the Earth. The infected people on the Earth will also be cured. Human beings have won again.